With another record high in the last 24 hours, 12,881 cases were recorded, taking the total tally of coronavirus cases in India to 3,66,946. 1,60,384 are active cases, whereas 1,94,324 are the recoveries. Death toll is at 12,237. India's recovery rate is now 53%, which was 52.8% yesterday. On the other hand, the mortality rate has improved by 0.1% after yesterday's spike. Now, the mortality rate of India is at 3.3%. Difference between the recoveries and active cases is now 33,940, and state with more daily recoveries than active cases have also improved. These include Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Rajasthan, Tripura and West Bengal. 26 Indian states and union territories have also recorded less than 3,000 active cases. India received an overwhelming support in its election to the UN Security Council, and it will continue to provide leadership and a new orientation for a reformed multilateral system, India's permanent representative to the UN Ambassador T.S. Tirumurthy said. India garnered 184 votes out of the 192 ballots cast in the General Assembly to win the election for the non-permanent seat in the powerful Security Council. India's two-year term will begin on January 1st, 2021. This is the 8th time that India will sit at the UN High Table, which comprises 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. Expressing gratitude, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Deeply grateful for the overwhelming support shown by the global community for India's membership of the UN Security Council. India will work with all the member countries to promote global peace, security, resilience and equity." The Congress in Manipur is preparing to make a grand comeback under former Chief Minister Okrami Bobi Singh, as 9 opposition MLAs, including 3 BJP legislators, resigned to join the state Congress Wednesday evening. Sources said that the party leaders will stake claim to form the government and meet Manipur governor on June 18th to insist that they have the numbers. 4 legislators from the National People's Party (NPP), including 3 ministers, Health and Family Welfare Minister L. Jayanta Kumar Singh, Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar Singh, YAS Minister Letpao Haokip and Tribal Affairs Minister N. Kaisi withdrew the support to the BJP-led government. The lone independent MLA from Jiribam and Trinamool Congress MLA have also expressed support to the Congress party. India has taken a strong exception to China claiming sovereignty over the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh, saying that its exaggerated and untenable claims are contrary to the understanding reached on the issue between the two sides. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Anurag Srivastava's response came after China claimed that the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh is a part of its territory. He said, "As we have conveyed earlier today, External Affairs Minister and the State Councillor and Foreign Minister of China had a phone conversation on recent developments in Ladakh," Srivastava said late on Wednesday night. He said, "Both sides have agreed that the overall situation should be handled in a responsible manner and that the understandings reached between senior commanders on 6th of June should be implemented sincerely. Making exaggerated and untenable claims is contrary to this understanding." The call for boycotting China economically in light of the violent face-off at border is getting louder. According to a report published in India Today, the government has taken first step towards it. The report states that the central government has directed the Department of Communication and the telecom companies BSNL and MTNL to stop the use of Chinese equipment for the implementation of 4G. The government has given orders to abolish all the tenders in this regard, and the process to withdraw new tenders will be started soon. According to India Today report, the government will not give any new tenders for 4G to Chinese companies and fresh tenders will be withdrawn. On May 31st this year, BSNL had cancelled the 4G tender of Rs 8,697 crores. It has been considered a major step for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Self-Reliant India campaign.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.